jerk. And no one needs the money less than him. And anyway, all these like stories. And at the time, I was in a seminar, and I think I was actually in the relationship seminar for this conversation, and the seminar leader coached me and said, well, did you borrow the money? And I said, yes. And did you say you'd pay him back? Yes. Pay him back. It's like obvious. That's what there is to do to get this complete. So I called my dad and I said, listen, I have owed you this $1,000 for 3 years, and I'm going to pay you back now. And I paid him back. But it wasn't just that. It wasn't like just those words. It was the coming to grips with, just see everything I want to say about this. It was admitting to him. See, I had it that I was avoiding domination by hanging on to that money. And if I were to pay him, I lose. If I keep the money, I win. It had nothing to do with money. It had to do with winning and losing and avoiding his domination over me. And when I was straight about that and paid him the money, it just suddenly occurred to me right after that, every conversation we had was so different. And it probably wasn't even that different. It was just he didn't occur for me anymore like this money-hungry, greedy, mean old man, Scrooge, you know? He actually occurred for me as one of the most generous people I know. And he would invite me out like every opportunity. See, all those times I was avoiding him, and now I didn't have any reason to avoid him. So if he said, hey, come out to dinner with me Thursday, and I would say, okay, and at the time I would say, Dad, I don't even have any money to go out with you. No, I got it. Just come. Okay, cool. And then like, hey, I'm taking your sister out Sunday for breakfast. Do you want to come? Like, okay, cool. And he was just like this sweet, generous, loving man. And so it all it altered the occurring. It altered the occurring. It's just the way it was. It was one way at one moment in time, and a moment later it was a whole different occurring. Okay, here's what I want you to do. Turn to the person next to you and share with them either an occasion where you've done this, or who you're going to go have an enrollment conversation with between now and next week because of this conversation. Okay? Do that and take 30 seconds each. Short shares. 30 seconds. Switch, if you have the switch.
wrap it up. All right. Come on back. All right, let's acknowledge your partner and acknowledge Ryan. He wants another one because he wasn't paying attention. Let's acknowledge Ryan again. All right, awesome. So, how many of you, is this your first seminar? Yeah, okay. And out of those people that this is their first seminar, how many of you may have thought or think like seminars are a one-time deal? Like I just did the forum and then do a seminar and then I'm done. Okay, yeah. Okay, great. And the rest of you have done seminars for how long? Just shout it out. How many years? 14. 30. 30. 38. Bob's 38 years. 25. 39. Got you beat. So one of the ways to continually alter the occurring is by being in a seminar. So, what the seminar program is not to fix anything. The seminar program is really not even to change anything or make you better. You know, it's not to have you lose weight or have a better sex life or get more money. It's not what the seminar program is. Life throws you challenges all the time, yeah? Yes. And new ones. When you least expect them. When you don't want them. So the seminar program is designed to deal powerfully with whatever those challenges are. Right? And to continually expand who you know yourself as. So, just think about, you walked into the landmark forum a certain way, right? After the landmark forum, you knew yourself as someone different. You with me? Yeah. Then you walked into the seminar a certain way. And now up to this point in the seminar, you know yourself as someone different. Yeah? Well, if you're not expanding, you're contracting. It's like physics. If you're not expanding, you're contracting. So one great access to always continually expanding yourself is participating in the seminar program. And I mean, clearly something must work about that if you've been doing it for 39 years, right? So why am I having this conversation with you? Well, it's not because I get anything out of it, except for the satisfaction of knowing you're going to keep ongoingly taking on your life. That little voice, RT, is never going to shut up. I mean, like I said earlier, I'm in the middle of moving right now. Like, I could be doing a lot of organization. Right? And if I was doing that, I'd feel better. And my little voice, it's just like yours. Sometimes it doesn't want to be here. Sometimes it doesn't want to deal with life. I don't want to have these conversations with people. I don't want to get on these phone calls. But by being in the seminar program, what it does, it reminds me of who I really am. And that I'm not my internal conversations. constantly taking on areas of your life. So at the next seminar, well, actually, let me hear from a couple people before I get into that. Who wants to say the difference that being in the seminar program ongoingly has made in their life? Yeah, please, Chris. So I'm like, yeah, thanks.
Hi, I'm Chris. I think I've been coming to seminars for maybe 16 years, at least, and my best friend Lisa, and my whole life is transformed, and I really feel like I have the power, and I have that. I found that being in seminars keeps me from burning the bridge I'm standing on, because I naturally do that. I just naturally.
Well said.
Like to screw up whatever I'm up to usually. And usually the more important and the more that's at stake, the more I have this kind of self-destruct thing. And being a seminar keeps me aware and keeps me ongoing. But I do want to acknowledge, Lisa, if I can, being in the seminar, we've been coming for years, and somebody gave us feedback recently that we occur as like really snobby or like whatever, because we never talk to anybody. And we were in all the seminars all the time. And we made a decision about 16 years ago because we're moms, we're busy, we have businesses, and we're best friends, and we never get time to hang out with each other. And we made a commitment to come to seminars for our relationship because I am so in love with this woman. She has changed my life. And she's the one who enrolled me. She said, we're going to a weekend seminar. Sign here, give me your credit card number, and show up on this day at this time. And I just did. Like that's the kind of, I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't care. I trust her implicitly, and it's been the most extraordinary thing for me to constantly. I don't know how many times I've done the relationship seminar, and I don't remember any of the content. It's fascinating to me that I don't remember jack shit from the last one. I know it made a huge difference in my life. I think I made an extraordinary difference.
Yeah.
But am I supposed to not say that?
No, you're good.
So it's amazing to me how much I forget. But I will say that she's moving to New York. I have no idea what I'm going to do without her at all, because we've been doing this for years, and we keep it. We meet for dinner beforehand. We created a structure, and we do our homework. And we're never late. And that structure helps. And I'm now always going to be my share partner, but that I need that because I'm not going to show up or do my homework ever.
Right.
That's what I do. But I don't know what I'm going to do without her. So we created in this seminar that we're always connected and that we're going to virtually connect. And I'm still feeling sorry for myself. But I think the biggest place that being in seminars made for me was with my son and my ex-husband and men in general. Like just to have. It changed my whole context and my whole world. So, thank you.
Yeah.
You're amazing. Ryan, you're amazing. I really have enjoyed this. And
Thank you.
I don't know what I'm going to do without you. Thank you.
Awesome, Chris. Awesome. Yeah, Gus. Come on up. Yeah. We want to see your face. No, Tony. No handheld microphone.
I'm the one that said that my beautiful friends. But some of the most important decisions that I've ever made in my life have been made and sitting in one of these chairs. So I have been participating for 35 or so years, since I was like 5. And like Chris said, most of the time I don't remember what the seminar is about. I don't really care. Just being here, I've done this seminar I don't know how many times. A lot of times I don't do my homework. A lot of things, but I know that once I'm sitting in this chair, this is what I'm doing. My life is at stake. The life of my relationship is at stake, and my sons, who are my life, their lives is at stake when I'm sitting here. And I don't think I'm going to stop coming. And like for me, there is no session 7. Like every day is session 7 for me. Laura knows me from the office, and Landmark has given me a wonderful life, and I wish that for everyone that I ever meet. So,
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Yes. Bonnie, I don't know if you have a quick bone in you, but
I don't know. I don't have a quick bone.
I'm trusting you.
Some things happen that you just, something out of left field, you have a belief, and it's like, always there, and it just is that way. For me, it's traffic. You know how people ever complain about traffic all the time? Traffic, hour and a half. I am at total peace in traffic all the time now. And that's come out of the seminars, because it occurred to me one day when I was driving 7 hours from Northern California to Southern California that, there's a lot of traffic out here, and I'm thinking about things, and I was thinking about my relationship and doing other things and stuff like that, and I thought, people complaining about traffic, it really is kind of dumb. It's kind of like, we're all on an inner tube going down the river, and you're complaining that the inner tube in front of you isn't going fast enough, and there's too many around you, and you can't get faster. And it's like, it seems so dumb, because, you've got this windshield out in front of you, you've got a windshield in your mind, you've got you've got a computer up here. There's things that you can think about all the time. There's complaints that you got. You could just be driving. What can I do about that complaint? Let me see if I can turn around. Could I think about this? All of that stuff.
So Bonnie clearly shifted her occurring.
That it really is, and so I'm at peace in traffic all the time now. And anybody that gets upset about traffic, it really is dumb. I mean, really, because it's like complaining that your left foot is going this way. It's something that you can control, because you've got this. There's music. You've got there is stuff that you're complaining about that you're avoiding in your own life because you want to complain about something and not be thinking about the things you can actually do something about.
Great,
so
Bonnie.
Really use that time to love, be inspired,
Life.
do other things.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Pretty short for you. Okay. Great. So, clearly being in the seminar program is a structure. A structure to fulfill on what you're committed to. A structure to reveal your blind spots. Remove barriers. A structure to ongoingly create what you're up to next. So there's a couple seminars coming up. I'm going to tell you about them next session. But so that you're dwelling, start to think about that. There's commitment, which is perfect for this conversation, and integrity. And commitment and integrity. So, if while we've been having this conversation, you're thinking to yourself, oh, no, doesn't relate to me, I'm going to take a break, or I can't do the next one, or I'm going to use what I got in this seminar and apply it to my life. If you're having some kind of conversation like that, I invite you to just set that aside for the next week. And actually think about, if you did another seminar, what would you create? Because again, if you're not creating and expanding, then you're contracting. And that little voice in your head gets really fat, or excuse me, really loud, really fast. And those old ways of being and acting creep back in. Okay, any questions about that? Bob?
Days and starting dates?
Yeah, we have the flyers back there. Thank you for that. Again, yeah, we'll have them at the door. We'll talk more about it next session, but we do have the flyers for those 2 seminars. Can we now pass out the homework? Yeah, Troy.
There's like 16 or something total. Do they only offer 2 at a time?
They're just scattered throughout the year. Yeah. These are just the next 2 coming up. Yes. What was the other thing?
Is there a, Don says there's a Be Here Now seminar starting up. We have a flyer series. The dark one.
Okay, stay with me. I'm going to get you in your groups in 1 minute, so you'll have 15 minutes in your groups. Okay? All right. Here's assignment number 1. Practice generating partnership. Again, design at least one partnership from possibility with someone in your life. Create the possibility with them and then enroll others in that possibility. Also, speculate on commitments and goals inside of the possibility you invented. Okay, come to the next session. Next session is next week.
Yeah, hit the clicker.
Hit the clicker, Ryan says. Okay, next session is next week. Session 10 is the week after that. Okay, so we're 3 in a row, and then that's it. Okay? So, 2 things about that. Let me just see. Okay, so you got this? Everybody, any questions on the assignment? Okay. Just looking at how I want to say this. Do I have everybody's word that they will do the assignment?
Yes.
Does anybody say no to that? Okay. Do I have everybody's word that they will complete the assignment, which means come to the next session ready to share?
Got it.
Anybody say no? Okay, awesome. Second thing, again, back to back to back. Next week and then the week after. Human beings typically don't finish things as strong as they start. Don't have this be another one of those things. Finish this stronger than you started. Begin to take on things you haven't been doing or taking on in the seminar. Expand you. From this point on, you have 100% left. Continue to expand your participation. Third thing, Lucy drew a card up for Harvey. She did, yeah, look at that, beautiful. All she colored it and everything. I mean, drew it, colored it. So, it'll be on the back table if you want to sign that on your way out. Is that it? Am I missing anything?
Next session.
Got that? Okay, groups. We give you the remainder of the time in your groups. Go over the assignment with them, what you're creating from tonight. Awesome evening, guys. I'll let you know when it's 10 o'clock. Come. You made me think of